So the name Patrick Swayze, that rings some bells to some people. I know him through the Trailer Park Boys, for a model train specifically with bubbles, which just proves that Canada has other exports other than Rush, Anvil, Triumph, April Wine, Tony Hatch, etc. Trailer Park Boys. Or in this case for Swayze, Roadhouse from 1989. Yes, Family Guy did do an excellent parody of Roadhouse. Roadhouse. Ghost. Thumbs up the reference right there. Uh, Dalton. James Dalton. Patrick Swayze is the best bar bouncer in the business, but he's anything but typical. He's a little small for his trade, has a degree in philosophy, and he believes in being nice. When he's hired to clean up the double deuce in the small town of Jasper, he's pushed to his breaking point. Turns out Jasper is controlled by an evil sadist played by Ben Gazzara, who doesn't want anyone meddling with his town. After all, after he sends his goons to bust up the double deuce, all hell breaks loose. Now it's no more Mr. Nice Guy for Dalton as he starts busting heads, leading him to the all-time no-holds-barred butt-whooping showdown of the century. This movie fills my noggin with good times all around, according to JoeBlow.com. Audio commentary director Rowdy Harrington, audio commentary of Roadhouse fans Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier. What would Dalton do documentary? On the Road Again featurette, sneak peek at Roadhouse 2 trivia trick. Okay. Under 14 minutes. I've seen snippets of this here and there, and I got enjoyment, but I thought it was like, a true serious piece of cinema at the time, at like 21, I guess, 18, and it's like, now I looked at it for probably the first time in a good decade or so, and, it's one of the movies that the fans, like, this is a moviegoer's movie. It is not going to get any awards from any of the reviewers online. It's a movie you watch when you have a bad day, but it's Patrick Swayze. He does steal the show, and it's fine. It's campy, and it's also the definition of an action movie. If you want to get someone into an action movie, it's got the things that people love. You got the over the top villains. You have his sidekicks. You have his goons. You got a guy who's got some really long hair and is just a really off the hinge person. You've got a person who wears suspenders with a t-shirt, and you've got some other people in there. It's like the man Brad Wesley is the definition of an evil villain done right. What makes him do that? It's the chaos that he causes, because this Jasper is his own town. So I was like, hey, let's have some memorable scenes go on, because it's like, hey, if you're going to have him, you also have to have the foil as well. Yeah, because it's like the scenes, the sets are nice. The double deuce is really cool looking. It's got a little bit more of a low ceiling. There's still some energy going on, but it's not cosmopolitan. It's a country bar, so you got a band performing, and you even have him. It's like you got just all the good stuff going on. You got this nice sets with the house in which Dalton is staying at. I like that because it's like, hey, let's see these sets and make them memorable. So I gotta say, the sets look really nice. The store where Red Webster is, the mansion where Brad lives, Wesley is. It's so contemporary for the late 1989. You would see on like what is that, Millionaire House Hunters TV show or something like that. That's what it's like. It's got the trophy animals, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I want. It's almost kind of like, it's like if you've seen Doctor No with his layer. It kind of reminds me of that with all the animals and everything. Yeah, but I like that. It's like I like the characters in here. You also have all the convention slash cliches that were going on at the time. You got the love interest, and you have some love making going on. You got the over the top villain. You have you have some fire, you have some pyro and destruction going on, and I'm like, yeah, this is the good stuff. Let's continue to see this. But it fills with everything in the book because we get Sam Elliott coming in as a guy named Wade, who does manage to kick some behind. But when Dalton receives an ominous phone call from Wesley, it was like, hey, it's either going to be Wade or Elizabeth. I'm going to flip a coin. It's either heads or tails. We see him flip it, put it down. We're not sure what it is. And then, of course, you know, Sam Elliott without his mustache, more of like long hair and a beard, Uh, we've we eventually do see him. We see his we see his deceased body, the cadaver, and it says it was tails, and this is what prompts our hero to get the revenge by going down in the most over like in the conventional way. It's like he sticks the knife on the gas pedal because he escapes from his car, goes around and it takes out all the goons, finally makes the way up to the top, and yeah, there's a giant polar bear that falls down up on the henchman with suspenders, who somehow manages to survive here. That just goes near his crotch. That's about it. So that's pretty much what it's like. It's like the town then eventually gets revenge on him, and I'm like, yeah, this is the definition of it. It's like there's no serious message, there's no serious tone, there's no like underpinnings of anything more in depth going on. This is a straight to the point, lots of kicking, a little bit of kicking, but mainly a lot of fists being launched. A little bit, I guess, into the culture of being a bartender or a cooler that James is, and I'm like, well, all right then. Yeah, the Jeff Healey band performed some blues rock, which was the song that is like playing in a traveling band, and to set the tone, Roadhouse Blues as performed by the Doors. Jeff Healey was born blind. I don't even think he has eyeballs. If I'm not, he's got no ophthalmos right here. So I was like, he was playing with the band. He's got his guitar set up like this rather than like this. So that was interesting to see. Provides some good music for the overall a good times that happens at the Double Deuce. It's like, and yeah, he's got his other bandmates. So that was an interesting thing to see. So yeah. Yeah, this movie, this is a good time movie. It's a good Patrick Swayze vehicle that got his name more memorable, I guess it would be. I'm gonna say this is all the cliches, all the conventions that you can think of. If just trying to think if there's anything else out there. This was also a physically demanding movie for Patrick. He turned down a couple of roles or whatever it was. I'm trying to remember for what movies he said, hey, instead I'm just going to appear in the less demanding Ghost, which I may get to reviewing. And so it's like, yeah, because fans would always come in around and they would adore him. There was even a waitress on there who was so starstruck she forgot her line. So, fans mobbed him and stuff like that. So as a result of this movie, so it was like, he got his name out there, and just happened to be a gosh darn good actor in it. And it's a good movie. I guess any negatives, it's like, well, just keep in mind that this is not going to win any. It won some awards, some Razzies and stuff like that. I'm just like, kind of missing the point, but you can also see that this is not exactly going to be cinematic brilliance. So just keep that in mind. Watch this just for all the campiness and cliches, and just have a good time with Patrick Swayze and Roadhouse.